Chapter-5, Sloka-14. भाभी अपन स्टैंडिंग करेंगे. न कर्तृत्वं
न कर्तृत्वं
न कर्माणि
न कर्माणि
लोकस्य
लोकस्य
सृजति प्रभु.
सृजति प्रभुः.
न कर्म
न कर्म
फलसंयोगं
फलसंयोगं
स्वभावस्तु
स्वभावस्तु
प्रवर्तते.
प्रवर्तते.
श्लोका 15. नादत्ते
नादत्ते
कस्यचित् पापं
कस्यचित् पापं
न चैव
न चैव
सुकृतं विभुः.
सुकृतं विभुः.
अज्ञानेन
अज्ञानेन
वृतं ज्ञानं
वृतं ज्ञानं
तेन मुह्यन्ति
तेन मुह्यन्ति
जन्तवः.
जन्तवः.
श्लोका 16. ज्ञानेन
ज्ञानेन
तु तदज्ञानं
तु तदज्ञानं
येषां नाशी
येषां नाशी
तमात्मनः
परमात्मनः
तेषामादित्य
तेषामादित्य
वज्ज्ञानं
वज्ज्ञानं
प्रकाशयति.
प्रकाशयति.
तत्परम्.
तत्परम्.
श्लोका 17.
17.
तद्बुद्ध्यस्
तद्बुद्ध्यस्
तदात्मानस्
तदात्मानस्
तन्निष्ठास
तन्निष्ठास्त
तत्परायणाः
तत्परायणः
गच्छन्त्य
गच्छन्त्य
पुनरावृत्तिम्
पुनरावृत्तिं
ज्ञाननिर्धूत
ज्ञाननिर्धूत
कल्मषः.
कल्मषः.
Thank you. So Shloka 14. Sloka 14 में sorry, in Sloka 14 Krishna Bhagwan ji is saying that God Shri Krishna ji has not created the word called ego, है ना? He has not created the word called ego, nor did he created the sense of expectations that I have done this, I should get something in return. है ना? I have done that. The expectation part, what the general behavior of the humans are. So he is explaining that he has not created all this. He has not created, but what he has created the nature, the gunas, with which we are born with. Na? We are born with a nature. We are born with the gunas. So he has made that, and the humans are using their intellect, their own power in a different way. Instead of going in a sattvic mode, they are going in a tamasic mode, and they are having that ego, the minus, that I have done this, I have learned, I have learned to chant the shloka, I have understood Gita. So that minus has born out of the ignorance. So why we are learning Gita? So that if we have that ignorance, it goes out and we get the knowledge that what is the truth. The truth is that if one is blessed, then only that person is successful. That person can be successful in anything, any field. Even cooking is not an easy part. To cook a good food is also a success. To manage your house in a good way to manage your house in any ways according to your capability is also a success. And a success doesn't mean that it should be in a big frame or in a different frame. Success is to live a life is also a success. To do all the karma is also a success. So Krishna Bhagavan Ji is saying that he is not the creator of the ego, he is not the creator of the expectations. It is because of the senses, because of the tamasic guna, one has it and it is out of the ignorance. Once we get the knowledge, we understand the fact, we understand what Krishna Bhagavan Ji is telling, obviously it will go out and we get the true knowledge. We get where we have to focus. Now, focus is also what? If you are focusing that I have done this, so your focus is going on you. So we have to understand where to focus. We have to focus on Krishna Bhagwan Ji. We have to focus on our karma. We have to focus on chanting. So the focus, we have to just change our focus level. It is not that we have to change ourselves everything, our daily routine or no, anything we need to change. Nothing. Everything will be the same. Your daily routine is going to be the same. The people around you are same. Everything is same. So what is changing? It's your perception, is your way of thinking, your way of feeling, no, the way of using your intellect, the way of using your senses. So everything is inside this body. So that is going to change when we get the knowledge. We understand what is correct, what is wrong, how we have to think, what we have to think. How humans have got very good thing called intellect, brain, mind. So Krishna Bhagavan Ji is actually teaching us how to use that. We have to know how to use that. Like this body is a machine. The way we get a new machine, we buy a new machine, we get a manual with it. So all the instructions are written over there. Same way, Gita is also the manual for this human machine. And inside that, so many parts are there. So how to use that certain parts? This is what Gita is teaching us. Krishna Bhagavan Ji is teaching us through Gita. So that is why Gita is not anything spiritual or mythology. It is actually a rule book or a manual book of humans, what they have to do. So this is what Krishna Bhagavan Ji is saying, that come out of that doership. Don't have the doership feeling. It is a feeling, right? It is not any object. It doesn't have any form. It is just a feeling that I am doing. Come out of that sense of doership. Come out of the expectations. Come out of all this negative part. Actually, it is also a sort of negative part. We need to come out and we need to understand that how things are happening. It is happening because of the nature, because of the gunas, and most important, because of the blessings of the Krishna Bhagavan Ji. It is his blessings that one is able to do any task, any karma. Now he has chosen certain, he has given every humans certain task, every humans have their own task. So Krishna Bhagavan Ji has given the task. It is not that you are doing. He has chosen, he is given you. So we need to understand this fact and get the knowledge and try to change accordingly. Change what Krishna Bhagavan Ji is saying. It is the change of what? Change of your feeling, change of your way of thinking, change of your way of handling the senses, your sense organs, your mind. We have to handle our mind also. We need to understand how to tackle the intellect what we got to use in a proper way. This is what Krishna Bhagavan Ji is saying in Sloka-14. Bhabhi, your turn.
Yeah, so in this shloka, Krishna Bhagavan is saying that he has not created any negative aspects like ego, yeah, expectations from actions, nothing. He has just given humans intellect and he has created them according to their natures. When they come and they use their senses, they all use in different ways. So he is trying to say us that we use them in a good way for the purpose for what they have been created and not go astray.
Thank you so much. Krishna Bhagavan Ji is continuing on the same topic. in Shloka 15. So he's saying that he is not the creator for sin, neither he is not the creator for any good deed. You know? And the soul which is inside all the living beings, the soul is also not affected. Soul is just sitting and witnessing what the body is doing. The body is doing the good deed or the bad deed. So it can be because of many factors, because of the way you are handling your senses, your heart, your mind, your body. So everything depends on what deed you are doing, good or bad. But the soul is not affected. The inner true self is not at all affected. So, he's saying um, good deed and bad deed are like a no other, like a it is a duality what God has created on this universe, because this universe is made up of dualities. So good deed and bad deeds go parallelly. It is like a side of a coin, it will be there together. It is up to the humans how they use it, how they handle it. It doesn't mean that you keep on doing the bad deed and you say that, okay, I am not the doer is the Krishna Bhagwanji, so I am not responsible. That is also not correct. It is like everything is there. Suppose somebody gave us a rotten food and a fresh cooked food. Will we take that rotten food and eat? No, we will not do that, because we know we have to use our intellect. The rotten food is not meant to be eaten, and we have to take the fresh cooked food. Same way, there are good deeds, bad deeds. There are good people, bad people. There are good friendship, bad friendship. We have to use our intellect and be accordingly. Do use our intellect. That is what Krishna Bhagavan is saying. Use your intellect. Don't be an ignorant. Gain the knowledge, understand what has to be done, and do accordingly. So he's saying that do your karma. Remember, karma yoga. So he's saying, do your karma accordingly, that you don't gather the deeds. In fact, you keep releasing your deeds, keep releasing your karma. That can be done by just doing our karma. So this is what Krishna Bhagavan is telling in Shloka 15. So the topic here, Krishna Bhagavan is talking about that we have to use our intellect. We should gain the knowledge and understand what is good and bad. Both are there on this universe, both will be there. It is the humans who choose what they want to do, either good or bad. So it is like the factors around us, and the how the body is using of the benefit that the body has gained. Like terrorists, they are very smart, they are very intelligent. That is why they are terrorists. It is not easy to go and kill, to plan all the all the thing what they do blast. They have brains, better brains than us, but only thing is they are misusing it. They are not using in the correct way. So every human is blessed with something good, something special. They have to need to understand and need to use in the correct way. That is what Krishna Bhagavan ji is saying, that don't be an ignorant, use your intellect in the correct way. And soul is not affected by anything. The soul is only witnessing what the body is doing, and the body is not doing the deeds according to the soul. Soul is not directing anything. Soul is just a witnesser, which is inside the body. This is what Krishna Bhagavan is saying in Shloka 15. Bhabi, your turn.
Yeah, so in this shloka, Krishna Bhagwan is saying that he is not created, he's just created Gyan and Agyanam, intellect and non-intellect, like two sides of the same coin. And it is up to us how to use it, how we use it, and try to achieve moksha, do our primary duties. And it's not that we can do anything wrong and put the blame on Krishna Bhagwan ji, saying that it is created, so I have to use it. He has given us an intellect to use things, to understand things, and to know what is right, what has to be done, and do it accordingly.
Thank you so much. Shri Krishna Gritika.
Shri Krishna ma'am.
Thank you for coming. Now we will do Shloka 16. So if we see, chapter 3 was about the Karma Yoga. Now Krishna Bhagavan Ji is focusing on Gyan, the gaining of the Gyan. So now he is giving an example of sun. So he's telling what is the importance of gaining the knowledge, why you should keep learning. So if we know, it is a myth that we have to learn only till college or only till we do our studies. We have to learn throughout the life till the body is there. The body has to keep on learning. So learning has a different stages, different phase. Every day we learn something from someone on other. It is not that only from teacher we are learning or only from our elders we learn. We also learn from our from our kids, from our juniors. For anyone, we learn from each and every person we meet. So here Krishna Bhagavan Ji is talking why knowledge is important. What is the importance of knowledge? What is the part of the knowledge? Because knowledge is not an object, it doesn't have any form. Knowledge is what, it is something, if it is also a kind of feeling that we gain and we store in our mind, which is no, which has so much of capacity to store things. So here Krishna Bhagavan Ji is giving an example of sun. So what is the role of a sun? What the sun does? The sun rises and creates something new? No. Everything is there, but it is hidden in the darkness. So what does the sun does? When it rises, it shows, no, gives so much of light that we are able to see what are the things around us. That is what the part of the knowledge. Everything is around us. Everything is there. But because of the darkness of the ignorance, we are not able to see. But when you gain the knowledge, you get the light, you get the brightness. So then you are able to see things surrounding to you. Everything is same. Nothing is going to change. When you gain the knowledge, nothing is going to change. People, the objects, everything will is the same and going to be the same, but you will understand how to use it, how to use yourself plus the object around us, how to behave with others. No? So this is what is knowledge. Knowledge is like a sun which brighten the things, brighten our intellect, brighten our eyes, brighten our senses, brighten our heart, how to use and the things around us, how to behave with others, and how to use this machine. We got a beautiful machine with lot of things inside us. So we need to understand this. And one more thing happens when you gain the knowledge, you are out of the confusion. So why confusion? No, sometimes we are in a situation we don't know what to do, how to do. But when you have the knowledge, you're able to understand. No, we'll take a very simple example of a machine. You are buying a machine. Suppose nowadays it's very common that robot, the cleaning of the house. We buy a robot, but we don't know how to use. So what we do? We see the manual, we read the instructions, and we use the machine. Same way. The Gita is the manual for humans. You open, you read, you gain the knowledge, and you get the guidance how to do. So there is no confusion how to use. There is no confusion, right? So this is also a removal of confusion if we gain the knowledge. So it can be anything and anywhere, not just with Gita. Our life has so many situations, different situations. So everywhere we need to gain knowledge. Sometimes we are in a some critical situation. What is the general behavior of a human? They will call to their elders or they will call to their friends or near or dear ones, well wishers. We will call and we will discuss, okay, I'm in a situation. So what they will share, they will try to find out a solution for us. Same way. Gita is also the same thing. We are confused, we read Gita, we understand Gita, and that gives a solution. So it doesn't have any form. It is a feeling. No, it's a feeling which comes and help us. And that feeling is a divine feeling. So what is Gita? Is a divine book which has been said by the divine Supreme Lord. and that divine power comes and help us. So here Krishna Bhagwan Ji has justified that why we should gain the knowledge, what are the benefits, and what are the things which will be removed from us if we gain the knowledge. Okay, Gritika, it's your turn.
Okay, ma'am. So in this sloka, Krishna Bhagwan is telling that we should, how much knowledge we can gain, we should gain because uh, our, our mind is that only thing that we can keep so much stores, keep so much, we can store our knowledge in that. And if we gain more knowledge, we can do, we can face more situations, and then we can also uh, read Bhagavad Gita and gain the knowledge. Then all we can do face the all situations very easily.
Thank you so much, Sri Krishna Varsha ma'am.
Shri Krishna Vandana ma'am.
Okay, ma'am, we are doing chapter 5, Sloka 17.
17. Okay ma'am.
Yeah, the meaning part. Chapter 5, Sloka 17. So here now, Krishna Bhagwan Ji is talking about spirituality, being devotional. So what is the benefit of being devotional? So what is devotional? That is, what is the benefit of remembering Krishna Bhagwan Ji? What is the benefits of chanting the Gita shlokas? So he's saying that if a person is, whose intellect, it is not the karma, we are talking about the intellect, the knowledge, the mind. Okay, that is the topic. So what happens to a person who is always thinking of Shri Krishna Ji, who is always in the devotion of Shri Krishna Ji, who is chanting the shlokas? What happens to that person? And whose supreme goal is to attain Shri Krishna Ji, to gain Shri Krishna Ji. So what is the benefit? The Supreme Lord is saying that all the sins are being waived off. So that why it is being waived off? Because a person is always remembering Supreme Lord. It's always doing the bhakti. It's always in the mind, the intellect is always absorbed in the Supreme Lord. So the benefit is that the sin of those persons are being waived off because of the knowledge. You are also gaining the knowledge by reading Gita, by chanting shlokas. Like we are understanding the Gita shlokas, and that leads to moksha. Moksha is what? Moksha is freedom from the cycle of life and death. We attain Krishna Bhagwan Ji, we attain divine consciousness. So all this are the benefits of always being absorbed in Supreme Lord, thinking of Him, and setting the goal as attaining the Supreme Lord. So what happened? You attain, uh, you are always striving to attain Paramatma. Paramatma means what? Atma is what? Atma is the soul. Param means supreme. And supreme soul is Sri Krishna Ji's soul. So we attain Paramatma. We attain eternal bliss. What eternal bliss? The happiness which never ends. We are not getting any new stuff. We are not going for any shopping. We are not going for any holiday. But still, we are happy. The body is happy. The mind is happy. The entire heart is happy. The senses are happy. So what happened? All the sins are destroyed, and we are able to focus on the supreme realization, and which free us from all the negativities. Basically, all the negativities are being removed, and we are able to focus on positivity. See, both negativity and positivity are both same, like a coin. It is at the both sides of the coin. It is like what side you are looking at. Are you focusing only on the negative part, or are you focused on the positive part? Both goes parallelly. So when we fix our mind and heart on Supreme Lord, we are able to see the positivity. the eternal bliss, the happiness. You know, happiness what? That we are happy without any reason. Okay, now Varsha ma'am, your turn to explain.
Yes, ma'am. So, in this shloka, the meaning of the shloka is that when we focus and establish our identity with the Supreme Lord, and when we feel that we have become one with the Supreme Lord, then our sins are waived off, and that's when we can reach moksha. So basically, we can wipe out our sins and be on the path of liberation.
Thank you so much. So the topic is going on is knowledge. What is the importance of knowledge? Why to gain the knowledge? Thank you.